看我给你们照的这个照片，那多能够官方的照片。
الله أكبر سمع الله لمن حمده الله أكبر الله أكبر الله أكبر الله أكبر
Yes, please.
Say no to cooking.
Right. No, thank you. Good. Just a quickie. Thank you. Thank you.
الله أكبر
Start in 10 minutes.
Okay.
سمع الله لمن حمده
No, this one, but there was also one little one.
She's a food critic. Is that
No, but there was a little guy there by the window. He participated.
like they participate.
You know, when I saw it, I looked at this.
I remember I was that age. I was and my dad would take me to the mosque with her. And whenever like people would pass through, I would stand up and I'd be like, whoa, look at all these bags, like everybody's like flat. And I started like running between them and everything. And,
You said we taller.
yeah, so I was a 4 year old girl. That was hey, حبيبي. سهل نشوفك إن شاء الله. خلاص إن شاء الله تعال. I'd love to have you. السلام عليكم. So yeah. Sorry, what's it? Sorry, do you want to do the tour?
Yeah, please.
Perfect, amazing to have you. And so you guys kind of missed a bit. We were just talking about several pillars of Islam, which is testimony of faith, which is in calligraphy over there, which is testifying that Allah is the only God worthy of worship, that Prophet Muhammad is his last messenger and prophet. And then we have the other pillar of Islam, which is prayer, which we just did one prayer of the day. We have 5 prayers of the day, signified by these times. And then we have one main prayer, which is the Friday prayer, here. At this time, and so sorry, and so yeah, and then we have also I was talking about zakat. Yes. Yeah. So these are donation boxes. This is zakat. This is 2.5% of the yearly savings. Would you like to join our tour? So of your yearly savings for that year that you don't touch, there's a minimum threshold that you need to reach, because not everybody can donate 2.5%. Some people are tight on money. So there's a certain threshold, which is, I think, you can ask the Imam specifically about the threshold, but you donate 2.5% of that, to the needy. And so there's 8 categories outlined in the Quran specifically. Again, you can go more in depth about this upstairs, but yeah, that you donate.
And you do that donation through the imam or through the organization?
Doesn't have to be through an organization. You can do it yourself. You can go to needy people in the street and give them money, give them food. There's also organizations that you can do it through. You can do it through the masjid. Up to you. You know, it's your money. You do what you want to do with it, as long as it reaches the needy. Yes. So yeah. Any questions so far?
That's good. I'm good. Thank you.
Amazing. We can head upstairs for the next part for tour. Does anybody need an elevator? We can take the elevator to go upstairs. Oh, okay, you can be us upstairs. Perfect. No, here, we can take the elevator. We're taking the elevator.
I'll take elevator. I love elevators.
I love elevators too. They're much more easier to take. Back when I was still studying in university, I'd be climbing so many stairs every day. Assalamu alaikum.
Busy day for you?
Today?
Yeah.
I mean, I think we're picking up right now about since 11. I think everybody was still asleep at 9 a.m., 10 a.m. So yeah, it's just picking up right now. And I think this is what we're expecting most people, after this prayer, after Dhuhr, until 5. So yeah, it's exciting. I did this last year. It's very fun. Met a lot of different people. It's nice. Did you guys just start doors open or?
Yes.
Stop number 1 is this?
I did Billy Bishop Airport.
Nice. How was that?
Massive.
That seems pretty cool.
It's a big property. Very big property.
I remember the crash that happened there.
Oh, I don't remember that.
There was a crash that happened there a couple months ago. I think.
Oh, wow. No, I didn't know that.
Yeah, interesting. But yeah, so again, we'll be a bit quieter since people are playing.
That's fine.
But this here is the second floor. As you can see, there is a sign on that door that says sisters only. Why do you guys think that? Well, for us Muslims, again, I'll repeat, this is not a purpose-built mosque. Ideally, the purpose-built mosque, we would have brothers and sisters, men and women, on the same floor. But maybe a small barrier, a bigger barrier, depends from culture to culture on the barriers, the level of separation. Because Islam also understands that there's different cultures with different levels of customs between people. And another thing is, we honestly just, sorry if you don't mind just moving out. Thank you. There's also, in Islam, we're taught to treat our women like princesses. Women have a very high stature in Islam. In fact, the Prophet, peace be upon him, who was our teacher, taught us to always insisted on us treating women correctly. There's even one of the longest chapters in the Quran called Women. And it was actually the chapter that introduced the right for women to inherit, for inheritance in the Middle East, which was unheard of back then. So, and not even just in the Middle East, just in the world. At the time, 600 AD, nobody was giving money, inheritance money to women. So that's when the Quran introduced it. And so here we have all the similar factors. This area is normally for sisters only, but they have access to the entire mosque. We men do not have access to this place. That's all.
So are the prayers for women different, or are they
Exactly the same. Exactly the same.
So it's not a different.
No, not a different prayer. And that's why you see everything's the same. All the actions are the same.
They were doing the same thing when we were praying.
Exactly.
Same thing was happening.
The designs on the wall, symbolic?
So these are kind of inspired this and kind of
The carpet.
carpet design. These are inspired from Andalusia. So have you guys heard of Andalusia? Andalusia.
Yes,
Southern Spain. So the Muslims ruled Spain. How are you? Alhamdulillah. So Muslims ruled Andalusia, most of Spain, for about 800 years. And they have amazing palaces built like Al-Hamra and so on that were built that had amazing architecture, and so we're inspired by that architecture with these carpets and those kind of designs on the wall. So yeah,
Thank you.
of course.
So when the imam gives his sermon, do the sisters take part in it?
As in, like, do they
Listening to it?
listen to it? So the Friday prayer, it's only obligated for men. Women, it's optional for them. They can come, they cannot come. And they have a TV here. There's a camera downstairs.
So they can be.
Yes, they can audio and video.
And who leads the women prayer is also a woman?
Sorry.
Who leads the women prayer?
It's also the imam. They pray with us.
Oh, okay.
So we're praying downstairs, and they're praying upstairs, doing the same actions at the same
But do
time.
they have anybody leading them?
No,
Or no?
it's an imam.
It's they hear what's happening now.
Yeah.
Because as you told me,
Okay.
Yeah.
this is not a custom-built mosque as you told you. This used to be a bank branch.
Bank, yeah.
So it's not
It's not-
ideally designed for.
But-
But yeah, you make it work.
But if it's all women, like yeah, a woman can lead. But yeah, because there's a yeah. But yeah. Any questions? No. Amazing. All right. I guess we can make our way towards there. Well, I'll talk to you about that's color of Islam.
So one question.
Also, of course.
Somewhere here, so adults and so there's no little girls at all?
No, there aren't little girls around.
I believe that's because of the kids area that they have.
Oh yes,
more
yes,
classes
yes,
and
yes.
everything. here.
Because you have the kids area over here that they made for this event specifically,
They
but
just
this
want
this is not
to
normally here.
prevent it to be a kids area.
Yeah,
So
because the
that's
kids
fine.
area is over here.
But little girls are allowed.
Yes, of course. Of course. I literally was here. I was here actually yesterday, and I was talking to the two little girls here who were very cute. One of them had just been crying and had chocolate smears all over her mouth. Sorry.
Excuse me. Sorry.
So yeah, do you guys have any more questions?
Very good, thanks.
I have a silly question.
Of course.
So when we came in, we took ash.
Oh yeah, great question.
I don't know why, and that's going to be a question. But I want to know why I was asked to do that custom, not asked to cover my head.
Great question. So the shoes, the reason why we take them is oh yeah, sorry.
We need to go on.
We can you know we can. But basically, okay. The reason why we took off our shoes is because this is a carpeted area, and we put our face on the ground
Okay.
to
That
house
makes
it.
sense.
So, but you're not technically required to take off your shoes to pray.
It's not a custom.
It's not a.
It's not an obligation. Yeah, it's not a
It's not a
requirement to pay.
religious custom.
I mean, yeah, for carpeted areas, it is custom to take off your
It's
shoes.
a custom, but not a requirement.
Yeah,
Right, okay.
yeah. Like you can paint outside in your shoes and so on.
Right,
So,
okay.
so
Yeah.
yeah, the place is clean.
Yes.
So, yeah.
No, but I understand from a hygiene point of view. As well.
Exactly, yeah.
Yeah.
And remember whose house this is, and please clean and wipe up after yourself. So yeah, we try to keep this place as clean as possible.
Okay, and the custom of covering.
Yes, and covering the hair. I'm not 100% sure on that, as I'm not. I'm not a sister, as he says. And so, if you want, you can ask the sisters who are doing the hijab over there. There's a hijab station there over there. We can try on the hijab. So you can ask them there why you're not required, for example, to do it in the mosque. So yeah.
Well, it varies from place to place because I've traveled a lot. In Morocco, women can't go into a mosque.
I'm from Morocco.
Well, at the time I went, women weren't allowed in as tourists. In Kuala Lumpur, that's Malaysia, they gave you a whole outfit, not just
Right.
covered your hair,
Oh,
but
yes.
you know, even though it
Well,
was
body.
very hot.
That's
You
it
got
depends.
all
So
your stuff.
again, that depends from culture to culture. Islam allows a certain aspect of culture to be infused within the kind of not really changing the obligations, but changing how the obligations are applied. And so you can ask the Imam more about that. But like, for example, some places like more conservative cultures, they're much more spacious. Women were much more spacious, and so on, so on, so on. But then, for example, other cultures like here in Canada, for example, you might see a woman wearing like a jeans, like a sweater to here, and so on. So it's just different cultures, and just at least like the holy requirement from Islam is for women to dress modestly, same as men. Both are required to dress modestly, and that depends from culture to culture. And so, like, this might be considered modest in some culture, but this is considered modest in another culture.
Right.
So it depends.
Also, my friend was visiting Morocco recently, actually, and he wanted to do some tours of the architecture and like the mosque. And there were a few mosques where he wasn't able to get in unless he was Muslim, but I think it was more to preserve it as like a prayer kind of area instead of like a tourist
Yeah.
This is the thing that I
destination.
want to comment on. This is the thing, because the mosque is open throughout the day. It's not just the prayers time. So people, they usually, for example, if I couldn't make it to the full prayer, I'm gonna come afterwards and pray it myself. So it cannot be open for people who just
walking
want to
and
have the
take
Quran,
pictures.
because, as you know, during prayers we have to be focused. We have to be. We are in a certain stage of complete focus. We need quiet. So it wouldn't be ideal for people to come in and go. There are, however, in Morocco, and I'm just showing this a unique case in Morocco, so an exception perhaps. There are, as she said, places or mosques where you are allowed to go, where tourists are allowed to go. For example, Hassan Chou Mosque in Casablanca.
Very big one.
Yeah, it's the biggest in Africa and maybe third or fourth in the world. You are allowed. Why? It's big enough to ensure that there is a certain space for people to do their prayers without being disturbed. At the same time, allow people and tourists who want to enjoy, want to discover the architecture, the culture, the mosque in itself. They have enough space to allow them to go there and see it. Other mosques, for example, when I was back in Morocco, the mosque in our neighborhood, it was small. So trust me, if we want to allow people to go in, we wouldn't have anywhere to pray afterwards. Exactly. So it just depends on the situation that you're in. Yeah.
Cool. Yeah. How are you guys finding it so far?
All good, thank you. Very interesting.
Any more questions?
No, I think we've shown you did with questions.
No, well, I love answering any questions you guys have. Actually, in contrary, you guys have been my favorite group so far today. So, it's been fun. If you guys want, we can move over there. Sure. I'll talk to you about the last pillar of Islam, or like the fifth, the other pillar that we did not talk about. So we mentioned four. We talked about the testimony, faith, which is bearing witness that Allah is the only God worthy of worship, and Prophet Muhammad is his last messenger and prophet. And then we also have the prayers 5 times a day. And then we also have fasting the month of Ramadan, and then we have the Zakat, which is the money donation. The fifth is a pilgrimage, Hajj, which is once a year, designated in time, and it's actually coming up right now, in the next week or two. And this is where, if you are able to, you are obligated to go once, at least once in your life, if you are able to, physically, financially, so on, so on, so on. And you go visit Mecca and Medina, and not Medina, other places around the area, do certain rituals, and so those are 5 pillars of Islam. And we can walk over here, talk about, look at all the different kind of booths we have set up for you guys.
I like the question.
This is another part for
There's a documentary about
It's a children's area, by the way.
right?
So what you guys have here, for the sisters, if you guys want, you can get henna inscribed on your hands, whatever you want. The sister over here is just doing it. So we can get henna on your hands. And then we also have a Quran station where you can learn more about the Quran. And then you have a hijab station where you can try on the hijab and see how it looks on you. If you want to check it out. And you also have for the men, a gold station. You can
Yeah.
just like that. Or just the Islamic hats that we have in the culture.
This is a different style, yeah. Oh, yeah. And we all have these different materials. This is called a modal. This is called a chiffon. This called chiffon? Are you talking about?
There's normally like
I vlog.
no, they normally
Are you a
do
YouTuber?
downstairs and they
Oh, actually?
get the women to come
What's your
down.
channel?
I'll show you.
As I mentioned, women are allowed to come if they want to come.
Because you will be on it.
We will be on your
You know what I mean? So
YouTube.
the women have access to the-
Do you have many followers?
for events.
I do. I'll show you.
Oh no, we'll be famous. Boom production. Oh, 3K.
As part of the wedding.
Okay.
Yeah, can you
The
send
wedding
me that?
ceremony is
Okay.
What do you film? Just like,
Arts and culture and
like you walk around the city
Yeah.
and you film.
sign a contract.
I was at Billy Bishop Airport
Is that
earlier.
DJ Osmo?
It is.
I've been wanting that camera actually.
They're really neat.
Is it good? Is it good for pictures or like?
It's great for video. It's 4K camera.
Prayer that you do together.
Oh, so you can hold it like this and be very subtle with it, right?
Oftentimes people have a camera on a
They
gimbal.
can. They can.
It freaks people out. But this is,
Yeah, it's good quality too.
it's yeah, 4K, yeah.
Its quality is really
Normal
nice.
for
Yeah.
wedding ceremonies and so on.
It's really small, which is good.
Yeah.
It's great at night.
Also good. Oh, it works good in low light.
Really good in low light.
Then I should try that. Yeah.
But you want to wear this so I don't drop it.
Like, kind of like how we
So-
have in Christianity, right? Yeah.
Thank you.
We believe all mosques are houses of Allah, with no differences between one to the other, except for the three holy mosques in Mecca, Medina, and Jerusalem, where all three of those have a higher place in Islam, where Mecca has the highest multiplication of good deeds. A good deed there is worth much more than a good deed here. And a good deed in Medina is worth much more than a good deed here, and a good deed in Jerusalem is worth much more. So, yeah.
People normally go to whatever's convenient.
Exactly. So, yeah. Technically, this is not the most convenient one for me. I go to another one at Young and Bloor. That's closer to my house. Toronto Islamic Center.
The west, east.
Yeah, I did.
It's like,
on the east
you know
side.
where, it's just north of the station, not north of the intersection. Yeah.
Before,
Do you know where the
before
Canadian Tire
library.
is?
Yes.
Before the Canadian Tire. Yeah.
But after,
It's on Davenport and Young.
yeah,
Yeah.
by the Masonic Temple.
Yeah, the
Toronto
temple's on the other corner.
Yeah.
Masonic is on the other
Kitty
yes.
corner, yeah.
Yes, yes.
Because we live in the area, so I was just thinking.
Oh, yeah. But yeah, I live up near like Bay and St. Joseph, so I go closer to that.
You live where?
Bay and St. Joseph.
Okay. No, we're the opposite corner. We're young in St. Joseph.
Oh, yeah. One St. Joseph? Yeah. I'm at the Pizza Number.
Yeah, we were on the Roma corner, but they're gone.
Oh yeah, that's gone, yeah.
Okay, now we're almost brothers and sisters. They say this.
Pizza brings everyone together.
Yeah,
I agree. It's amazing. That's last thing I'd like one thing I was talking about with another tour earlier today was one of my favorite parts about Islam is how in one circle where I can be talking with multiple brothers, I can be me, a Palestinian, with another African brother, with another Indian brother, with another South Korean brother, and with another South American brother, and we're all Muslims. We all have the same so common things, and we talk, and there's no difference.
Did you go to Halal Bites?
Sorry,
Did you go to Halal Bites?
banks,
Bites. Halal Bites?
bites. I haven't. No, I did not get the chance.
Oh, it was
to
great.
go.
It was a lot
It
of
was
fun.
great.
Yeah.
Is it nice?
Yeah.
I missed out. I was busy that weekend. I couldn't go. Unfortunately, but it was good.
That was a great party. Yeah, it was a lot of fun.
Good food.
Yeah. Smelled great.
Oh yeah, I bet that. I miss food back home. There's a couple good shawarma places that just opened. So
And answer that would convince you. So
there's a couple good shawarma spots that recently started opening that remind me of the shawarma back home. But
They had, Iraqi shawarma, and they had
Oh, yeah.
contests on stage.
yes,
Where
Iraqis.
couples had to feed each other shawarma.
Really? That's interesting.
Yeah, there's a new one opening up on Charles. Charles.
Oh yeah, the Turkish one I think. Yes, I saw it. Yeah.
Alpha.
No, Alpha is opening here at Dundas Square.
Okay, Alpha's good.
Yeah, Alpha is opening Dundas Square. Alpha is good. There's also a place called Venice. It's on Danforth.
On the Danforth?
Venice. Next on Danforth. But yeah, food, honestly. Food is getting better here.
No, where we live, and you're on the opposite corner. It's like
This was just randomly on the ground.
a world of food all around.
Oh
us.
yeah, it's mostly Asian now. Like I was
Very
talking,
Asian.
I was saying, I was talking to my sister today. I'm like, it's like a small mini Asia town. I'm not even gonna say Chinatown because it's like
No,
Chinese,
it's
Korean,
Korean.
Japanese,
Malaysian.
everything.
Better like us too.
What's going on over here?
Oh yeah. So
Oh, that's
here
a
I
tech.
forgot to guide you guys to the different stations we have. We have photo booth. We have some food. We have a station to learn about the Quran, read it. We have translations, and you can listen to it. And we also have a place where you can try the hijab on, if you'd like to, and you can ask them any questions about any of the hijab you might have. And for the brothers, you can try a thobe, just like mine. And you can also get your name written in calligraphy, just like this. On
Oh,
paper,
neat.
to take home. So, yeah. And you can also ask the imam any questions that you might have over there.
Thank you.
Perfect. So, you guys enjoy. Order me and then with anything that you might have. And I'd love to answer. You guys have been my favorite tour so far. Yes.
Only in your language, or do you also have it where it's translated?
I have translated.
Be aware that like just all like
There was the donations, it was before. Oh, the okay.
yeah, I see like if I look at the trip and then you wake up and there's someone with you all the time. Yeah. And it's beautiful that way.
May I? I just wanted to try this. Thank you very much.
Actually, I'll take one. No, just one session, just one. There's only one version. Yeah. So that's one thing we pride ourselves So first of all, you have an unbroken chain of narration. That's Jesus. We also believe in the Torah that was brought down to Moses, but we believe that unfortunately they've been changed, and there have been multiple versions of them, and changed and altered since given, and we don't really have the one that was brought down from God anymore. And we believe that we still have the one from the Quran from the Prophet Muhammad 1,400 years ago. We have an unbroken chain of narration. Not written, memorization. So we have people since the Prophet until now who have memorized the Quran end to end. We have people here in the masjid. The Imam, for example, he has memorized it from cover to cover.
Okay, but memorizing it is one thing, discussing it is another thing.
Yes, of course.
So, do they have debates about what it actually says?
So we have verses in the Quran that have a clear meaning. Those verses, you can only take them one way.
One way.
There are other verses that Allah, God, has brought down and left some room for interpretation for them. And that's why in Islam we have something called the four madhabs, which is basically the rulings of Islam and how to do certain things in Islam. There's certain differences, not within the essential stuff, but within more intricate stuff. So for example, while I'm paying, am I supposed to say, raise my hands every time and say Allahu Akbar? Or should I keep my hands like this? Or should my hands be like this while I'm praying? Or should my hands be like this? Or should my hands be like... These are, for example, stuff that has difference of interpretation in. For example, let's say I'm in the desert and I don't have water. And I do tayammum, which is a way to do wudu or get pure without water. How long does it last? Does it break if I do this certain thing? So on, so on, so on. These are things that have different interpretations within the form of that.
But you still have to do it.
Yes.
In your way, but you still have to do it.
You have to choose one of the main ways that. And so, alhamdulillah, what we have in Islam is we have that, like in general, scholars, like as I said, section things into mainly 4 things. And so there's mainstream ways to pick anything that has a debate on, and there's no problem with picking any of those. So there's no one that's better than the other. So we have stuff that is given, straight, no changing about it. For example, worshiping Allah alone. There's no interpretation about, oh, I think I should worship something along with Allah. No. There's in Islam it's just straight. So, yeah. And as I said, we have an unbroken chain of narration of people who memorize the Quran. From the Prophet, peace be upon him, to his friends, to the people after, to the people after, to the people after, all the way to us right now. So you can go to the Sheikh, for example, and other people here in the community who have memorized it end to end, and you can chase them from now all the way to the Prophet, peace be upon him.
Okay, so do any of these people that memorize it ever check with someone?
He's the best of the angels. When he came down, do you like her camera?
Yes.
It's a competition now. But I wish I could.
And now I have 2 cameras. No.
We have 2 too. Bring out your phone. We have 3. Yeah, we have 3.
But with this I can live stream, but not with this.
Oh, like on social media?
Yeah.
Are you a streamer too?
Yes.
On YouTube or like?
YouTube.
Are you like one of those guys who takes videos of like cities? You know what I'm talking about? Like, do you do the same content? Like,
well, I do what I like. I have some friends who do this, and they walk around the city, and that's their thing, and they actually are monetized, and that's what they do for a living.
Yeah, I'm trying to find like.
For example, if you look up Johnny Strides, he's probably the biggest walk-tuber in Toronto.
Strides?
Yes.
And then, but he's like more like on a hunt for something, right? Like he has a purpose.
Well, he's mostly just showing and walking and talking in various parts of the city. So let's say I'm going to walk from College Station to Queen's Park, and
yeah, but like I'm talking about the videos that they don't do the talking. They just like they're just walking and filming the city, and the videos are usually like hour, 2 hours.
Yeah.
Yeah. Are you like more of those, or do you do the talking too?
I do both.
You do both.
I do both.
Interesting.
Yeah. And sometimes I collab with other people. So I was with my friend Vasily, and we went to Billy Bishop Airport today, and he was live streaming. Well, I was filming. So I will release that on YouTube as a premiere.
Yeah.
And engage people in a chat. So it'll be like a live premiere, if that makes any sense.
That's interesting.
Yeah. It's kind of fun.
Is this what you do for a
It's
living?
a hobby. No, I have a full-time job.
It is your full-time job?
No, I have a full-time job.
Oh, this is hobby.
I work in a restaurant.
Do you want to make it your full-time job someday?
No, I like what I do. I like what I do. And it's very hard to do what these people do who are very good at it. You know, I'm not as good at
like the vlogging?
Yeah.
Yeah.
It's also a lot of steps.
Especially once you're
Your
like
feet get
under the
tired.
spotlight, and then like people are people, right? They just like say weird things sometimes.
Because I work on my feet, I try to reduce my steps.
Oh.
So.
Interesting. How are you finding the tour?
It was great.
Great.
Yeah. For example, last week I went to Halal Bites and streamed that. It was a lot of fun. At Nathan Phillips Square.
Yeah. How are you finding this store? Like,
it's great. Awesome. Nice chatting with you.
Everywhere. Islam is. We believe that Islam is a way to live. It's everywhere. It's in our economics, and our politics, and the way. Like, I'll give you an example. The best deed in Islam is prayer. What do you guys guess would be the second best deed in Islam? Second best deed to do in Islam. Treating your parents well.
I'll go with
Treating your parents well.
I'll talk to my kids about that.
Yeah. See?
I'm going to ask you a question that I don't mean to be disrespectful in any shape or form.
Of course.
You keep referring to Allah as Him.
Yes.
You seriously believe that it's a Him?
A great question. Great question.
I didn't mean to be disrespectful.
No, of course. I understand why that. Yeah. Basically, we don't associate really any gender or sex with God.
Okay.
The reason why in Arabic in the Quran Allah is referred to as Him is because in Arabic the male pronoun is used for everybody. So when you say you can say, for example, ذاهبين, and if you don't specifically list men and women, any male pronoun is considered as applying for everybody in general. Yes, and any person. So a woman, if she's not specified, she could be referred in general as the male pronoun. Yes. For more information about that, yeah, you can ask the Imam over there.
I was just interested.
He is the exalted.
How are you doing?
Okay. How are you doing?
Good, thanks. How you doing?
Good, not bad at all. I see you have the DJI.
Yeah, I love it.
I love this.
I love it.
Yeah, it's nice. Enjoy.
Thank you.
So I give a chance to everybody to join. Yeah.
Oh no, I think we ended our tour a while ago. We're just
love these two so much. You want to take that away?
No.
Thank you very much for your time.
Of course, no, you're welcome.
Thank you.
We appreciate it. We really appreciate it. We've learned a lot.
You guys were my favorite tourists.
Which has 120 chapters, right? And then we believe that this book was revealed to the Prophet of Islam, Muhammad, to peace be upon you.
How long did you think it could drive? Because we're going to put one arm on it. Okay.